employee discount program. How do you become a part of an employee discount program as a small business owner? We're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Even if I don't have an answer, I'm going to try to go find one for you. Now, it's interesting because today's show is brought to us by SavvyPerks.com, which is an employee discount program that you can sign up so that your employees will become more loyal to you because of the benefits that you're offering. Now, how this got started was a couple of weeks ago. I got a question that came into the show of somebody who wanted to know about employee perks for small business owners because they have 1 or 2 or 3 employees and they want to provide something for their employees without going bankrupt. What kind of perks do you offer? So we offered a few suggestions and we posted the show and all was said and done. Well, employees came back, and these are house cleaning employees that came to me and they said, do you know what we would really like is we would like our employers to give us a massage. Not the employers give us a massage, but gift us a massage so that we can go down to the spa and have a massage given to us because at the end of the day, our bones are weary and we are worn out and we would like to just relax and be pampered. So the cost of a spa treatment is like $50 to $100, $150. It's kind of expensive. And so in order to do that for your employees, how often are you going to be able to do that? Is that once a month? Is that once a quarter? Is that once a year? As a small business owner, even $100 is a lot of money. So I don't have any connections in the spa business. And I started doing some research on a national spa chain that they would give me some kind of a discount that I could pass along to you. And I just kept running into brick walls. I wasn't finding anybody that would offer some kind of a deal that was accommodating to everyone. And what I found was there were small mom and pop spas across the country that did have savings and they did have offers, but there wasn't anything that I could package together and bring to you. Well, in my research, I stumbled on a company that has employee discount programs that they offer to hospitals and banks and airlines and corporations that have 7,000 to 10,000 employees. And I said, well, they did a deal with the spa companies around the country. How did they do it? So I started contacting these employee rewards, employee discount programs. And I got one guy on the phone and he said, what you're trying to do is impossible. You are asking for a 50% off discount on something that you don't have the buying power for. You don't have the 10 or the 12,000 employees in order for somebody to give you that kind of a discount. And he said, what you need to do is you need to package yourself with an employee discount program, and then you need to offer that to your friends and people in your Facebook group and your YouTube friends and what have you, so that they can use those discounts that the bigger companies are using. And I was confused. I was like, how do we do that? Because we are not big companies. Many of us are onesies and twosies. We got 1 employee, or we're a solo house cleaner, or maybe we have 5 employees, or maybe we're a big company and we have 30. We don't have thousands of employees. How do we get those same kind of discounts? And he said, what you can do, me personally, he said, you can become the hub, you can become the major corporation, and you can pass the savings on to all of the people in your Savvy Cleaner network. So if they were going to get a massage, for example, how would that work? He says, okay, how it works is we're a national network. He said, we are America's largest employee discount network. And he said, we have over 250,000 companies inside our network that we have already done deals with. And so if you join with us, you would be accessing those discounts for your friends. So how it would work is this. You sign on to the website, you sign up your account, you sign up for a recurring membership, and then you get an access number that then allows you to tag into these different benefits. Now, the cool thing is there's an app on the phone. So let's say that you were going to go get a massage. You could go to your area and type in the information, and it would pull up all the different massage parlors or spas in your area. And then if you are the employer and you wanted to just buy a massage for your employee, you could make an appointment and you could buy it right there at the employee discount. So it's probably like 30 or 50% off. And the beauty of it is this. If you went down to the spa right now and you bought a spa membership or a spa treatment or something for your employee, you're going to be paying 100%. There are no deals, there's no savings, there's no discount. But if you went through the employee network, you get the 30 to 50% discount. And your employee never has to know that you got 50% off. That's just your savings. Now, you could also sign up your employee and they could go to any spa they wanted, and they just get their own 50% discount, and they can buy themselves the massage. What you would be providing them is the employee discount. And then I was like, oh, this is so cool. How does this work? And I had to just keep asking questions because I'm curious, number one. And number two, if I'm going to commit to something like that where I'm going to become the hub, I got to know what it is we're offering people. So I said, the group of people that I represent are practical people. And so not everybody's going to want a spa treatment. I'm looking for something simple like if you go through a drive-through, do you have any food or restaurants that offer some kind of a savings? He said, yes, we have 70,000 restaurants in America, and there are brand names, there are chains, there are all kinds of places that you normally go to eat every single day. And he pulled up and he showed me on his computer. He linked my computer to his computer so that he showed me all these national brands of pizza places and burger and fry places and sandwich places and places for soups and salads. And I was like, oh, this is so awesome. Like, what kind of a savings can we get? I won't use any brand names here, but I will show you in the show notes, and I will link to some of the stuff that we have, and you can go on the website and you can check it out and see what's available in your area. But what he did is he picked a local place that is near where I live, and he pulled it up in their menu item. I know it's about $7.50 for a soup and sandwich. He pulled it up, and with the discount that they had, it was $4.39. And I was like, oh my goodness, I could go there right now with this membership, and I could eat my lunch for $4.39. I totally would do this. You have access to all of these discounts. I said, what else do you have that's practical? He said, what else is practical for you? And I said, well, like getting an oil change for my car. He said, okay, so we have places around the country that are all of your typical, you see them in every city, car shops that do oil changes and tire rotations and all these things. And he showed me on the computer, he pulled one up in my area. I was like, oh my goodness, that's where I go to get my car inspected. He said, yeah, instead of a $29.99 oil change, and he showed me on his app, it's $19.99. I could save $10 on just my oil change. Then I got really excited about this because I started to see the benefits of belonging to a program like that. So I had to go back and say, okay, whoa, let me make sure that I understand. This is the same program that's offered to the banks and the airlines and the hospitals and all the different companies that have 10,000 employees. And he said, yes. And I said, and we are going to be able as one or two people to access these benefits. He said, yeah, don't get confused. You are the hub. You're going to sign up for the program. You become the corporation. People have to come through Savvy Perks in order to get the discounts. So they sign up and they become members of Savvy Perks. You are now the corporation. I was like, oh, okay. So I got to have a website that does that. And he's like, yes, you do. Okay, so the team is working on that as we speak, and they'll keep bringing us new deals and discounts. But the exciting thing is this. I asked about travel. What about travel? And he said, we have all kinds of travel arrangements and hotels and brand name hotels all across the country. Then he did this interesting study where for the week of it, he picked a busy travel time for the week of Thanksgiving. And he picked a 5-day window, which is like Wednesday before Thanksgiving to the following Monday. And if you spent the night at these hotels, it's going to cost you. And we did a search. When we did a comparison search. So we went to one of the major online travel sites and we pulled up a hotel. And then I made a note of the hotel. We picked a room, and he showed me that for that hotel, it was a big brand name hotel, for this particular window of time, it was going to be $1,099 for that 5-night window. Then he went through his program, and he did the exact same hotel, the exact same location, the exact same room for the exact same dates. And it was $670 for the exact same travel package going through the employee discount network. Then I got really excited. If I take one trip per year and I save the $400, and then I started thinking, oh my goodness, we could use this for family vacations. We could use this for theme parks. Wait, do you have theme parks? He said, yes, we do. I was like, yes. What about water parks? Yes. And I'm thinking of all the house cleaners that have kids. I said, what about gym memberships? He said, yes, we have gym memberships and spas. And he went on and on and on and on. And I just got so excited because in the 25 years that I've been cleaning houses, I'm a small company. I've had lots of employees, but I've never had 10,000 employees. And I've never been able to offer this kind of a program at this kind of a level. And so when I saw the opportunity for us, because we're small business people, there are 1 and 2 people in our organization. Sometimes there are 3 or 5 or 10, but we're small businesses. And I'm like, oh my goodness, where do we sign? And he said, before you sign, would you like to talk to your board of directors? And I said, no, I would like to just sign up, because this is a no-brainer. If for no other reason you were able to offer this kind of a package to them that would save them so much money. And I said, what else do you have? And he went on and on and on. It's apparel, it's shoes, it's school supplies, it's electronics. Poof! My head was blown. I have never seen anything like this available to the small business owner. So I am so excited to announce and bring to you a new division of our company, which is Savvy Perks, savvyperks.com. And this is the new portal and the new hub where you are going to be able to tag in and sign up your employees. And if for any reason your employees don't work out, it's a month-to-month contract. But they can access this immediately once you sign up. Anyway, so I am super excited about this. This is a revolutionary concept for small businesses to be able to access the benefits that major corporations are accessing, because until this moment, we've never had the buying power. But if I can offer it to you guys, oh my goodness, let's do this. I'm so excited. Alrighty, so savvyperks.com. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.